And you want this fan on or off?
Oh, you can't see me. Don't touch. You did it on purpose. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're going to be putting together our 3D printer. It's a CR10. And there's a community out there on Facebook that is dedicated to the CR10. We're part of the community itself. They have a lot of tips, a lot of help, if you ever need it, for this particular machine. So if you guys are wanting to get into 3D printing or anything of the sort, head over to the Facebook page and subscribe to their page, like their page, whatever it is you do. And then go get you a 3D printer. Now, the CR10, for the size of it, and for the print that it makes, it actually is a really decent printer for 3D printing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. We're going to start building this thing. Oh, it comes in a big box. You want to go on that side and help me? Go. You know that didn't make a difference.
I know, but...
Alright, so now here's our base for it. As you can see here on this camera, this is going to be our base. This is where it slides back and forth when it makes the prints, and then the other piece will actually go on the y-axis and on the z-axis. No. Yeah. And this is on the x-axis, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe this is the y.
Y is up and down.
Is it y and up and down? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is y. This would be z. So this is x. Okay, see? Yeah. I haven't figured all of that out yet, but eventually I'll get it. I'll figure it out eventually. Anyway, here's the bed, as you can see in this camera here. My big ass will be in the way most of the time. Sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to start putting it together. Here's the bottom. Box parts. Hand me the power supply. Here's our power supply. And I took an old desk and I cut it down, put it together, and then placed the top back on, or put another piece of the top back on that I cut out, and created a very nice, stable position for our 3D printer. So we are going to attach it. Going to attach just as such. Here, put this out of the way. I don't think there's anything else in the box. You just go and put that stuff back into the box. But it's, from what I can see, it's a very easy put together. It won't be very hard to get this thing going. So it's just going to be calibrating it and doing all those little things like that. Now for all the small parts. I already put this together. This is the spool holder. This is what the spool of wire right there, my son holding, will go onto this, and then that will feed into the printer itself. That then mounts right back over here on the power supply. This stop mounts just to this side over here. It's got a cutoff. Keeps it from pressing all the way down and damaging anything. So that's important. We don't want to damage anything. Now they did send us various tools to do the job. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to give Searchy acupuncture. Not really. That's for cleaning out the nozzle. Ooh, neutering fires.
Use those on you later?
Whatever. You gotta catch me.
I know how to slow it down.
There you go. You just think you do. Alright, now I gotta get all these small parts up. Make sure none fell up underneath. We're going to go ahead and put that right into that box. Now we're just going to go ahead and wrap this little box up a little bit and get it out of our damn way. Kind of like that right there. Now, these are our brackets to hold the top and the bottom together here on the sides. And then there'll be 2 screws on each side that go up. These screws like this. These screws here with a little lock washer will then secure from underneath. You have 2 on each side. You have more than 2 minions too. You got a bunch of minions.
2 minions here, right?
Yeah, 2 that are here.
Yes, my family like 26,000 things. Alright. And it's fairly easy to set up once you have all the parts.
Well, once you got all the parts and you get the correct threads, backing this off so that it will actually turn and hold itself in. Yeah, it's fairly easy. Now all I'm doing is I'm just tightening these down just enough to hold it snug, in case I need to make adjustments once I get it all together. Now what I'm having to do is I'm having to back these off enough that they will spin into place and then be able to be tightened down. So it's like this one has no room. We're just going to move it up. Maybe holds on to a couple of threads and that's about it. Okay, so I now have them in place. They're only snug, they're not completely tightened down, because we don't want to be able to, or we want to be able to move it around just a tad bit in case we need to make small, minor adjustments. But once everything's together, then we'll go through and we'll make sure everything is nice and tight. Now my mouse is very, very slow. I'm just saying it's now slow. Like I said earlier, we got 4 screws. Right here, see? These 4 screws. Will now be inserted into the underneath and then tightened into place. And don't forget your lock washers. See, this is what I was talking about when I was saying that we need to make sure that we didn't tighten it all the way, because we got to make adjustments. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to have to make an adjustment. I'm just getting it enough movement that I can work with it. See, it was just a small little movement that I needed to make, so that's why I loosened it, but I didn't take it off. Just enough that it kept it together so I don't have to worry about it falling apart on me. And yeah, I'm having very much difficulty with small parts. My hands don't seem to really want to work properly.
Do you need help with other hands?
No. One person. Now again, I'm just snugging them in place. I am not tightening them completely down. And then again here, snugging these down. The final tightening will come, like I said, at the end. Alright, now we got the next two. I'm going to go ahead and put our lock washers on. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and post them there in chat. Or if you guys have any tips or tricks within the community itself, let us know. Alright, now, the lower ones, I'm going to go ahead and tighten those in place. They are done. Here, I'm just going to tighten these up a tad bit more. I'm not over tightening them, I'm just tightening them just enough past snug so that they don't come apart. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this side up. Now I've already gone through all of the instructions. The instructions are not very clear exactly what needed to be put where. And so I'm going to be actually putting a little manual together to make sure that people who need one will have a manual they can follow. Yeah, I'll have a course on Udemy. $50. All right. Now what I'm doing here is I'm placing this tube, it's a feeder tube that goes down into the extruder. It's the feed tube where the wire, where your filament will go down. This has got to get plugged in right here. Just like this. And you'll feel it bottom out. Give it a good tug. You'll see that this locking ring will come back out once you've got it in all the way. This locking ring will come back out. This is stuck in there. It ain't coming out unless you push that locking ring in and release it. And then from here, this then gets hooked into the back of this power supply. Now it only goes on one way and one way only. So don't try to force it to go in. Now so far, we have now hooked up our power cord for our extruder and motor. Our next step, heat bed. We're going to go ahead and hook the heat bed up. Again, this only goes in one way and one way only. Oh, under that camera's way. So as you can see, in the back, we were reading that there's a strain relief that you can print. Somebody left an STL file on thingiverse.com that we'll use back here as a strain relief for the heat bed. This will help keep these from breaking with the bed moving back and forth, and then this cable stretching and pushing back, not going back properly. This is going to relieve that when you put a strain relief on it. Now this all moves as one. So this whole thing's going to move down and back up again. I'm going to install the filament holder. And their handy dandy little screwdriver. I'm not a handy man. And as you can see, we have a leftover parts that they gave us. So we have spare pieces. Granted, it's not enough to build another one, but we're almost there, peeps. I'm going to go ahead and throw those back into the little baggie here. Get that held up.
Is that a goal of ours to build a whole other one with a 3D printer?
Yes, we are. Our goal is to actually create another 3D printer with a 3D printer. So we'll see how that works out. Now we go down to the actual tying it all together through here. Now they have conveniently labeled these X, Y, Z, and E. E. I wonder what that stands for. Extruder, maybe? Now the Y goes
Do we need to get the instructions to make sure?
Well, I'm looking for the damn plug-in. Oh, the motor's right back there. I'm an idiot. The motor for T's in the back. You know, for all of you who, you know, are like me. Listen here, hater.
Come here.
You.
Come here.
I hear you back there.
I'm having conversations with minions. Okay?
Yeah.
We need to try not to laugh.
Why? Because we can, that's all. More dad jokes. Now we're going to be situating for prints to be put onto the 3D print portion of Twitch. So we'll have a camera sitting on this. You can watch it being printed from probably right there. Probably zoom in maybe a little bit more on it or something.
Does it come with an STL file to print already go?
I believe they said they put one on the SD card, so we'll see. But we still have to address the we have to make sure that we do set this up so that we can make sure the bed's level, run it through all of its little calibrations before we print anything. There we go. And now for the extruder. Bam. Alright. power cord. What do you do with the power cord?
Pull it out of the box.
I'll be right back, Pete. I forgot the power cord out there.
Are you learning anything?
Okay.
Some?
Nice. Okay, that's fine. Start off. And this is why I keep spares. Found it? See? Nope.
No. Oh.
They tried. They tried. But this is the end of the one that they found. And this is the end we need. So, almost. Alright, Pete. First time startup. Now we're going to turn the power supply on. It didn't die.
You want to say? No. Well, you don't need it right now. Are you going to you guys do where it was? No.
Nothing's come on yet. That's on. The fan's running. I'm going to check the fuse. Oh, fuse is good.
Is wired. As long as they're still connected, and if you do that, they break apart. So that's why when you look at it, you can see it. So it's still doing well.
And if all else fails, change it from the 220 to the 110.
Are there two clumps in the back?
No, there's on the side states 220, 110. So you got a choice between the two. It was set to 220 automatically. All you got to do is flip it back to the 110 before you turn it on. Can you please grab me the SD card that came with it? That's a hard drive.
Is it on there?
Thought I brought it in here, but it might be out there. It was right next to the... Right next to the power cord. Where is that?
It's not backward.
Oh, it's grabbed up. Brand new power cord. Move so it doesn't get clogged out. Yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stick around, peeps. Okay, peeps, I'm back. Found it. All the stuff was put away into the filing cabinet in the top so it can be found relatively easy from here to there. See what happens when you get old? You forget shit. Alright, so this is our USB cable that we will not be using because it is just not long enough to go from here to the computer's way over there. Here are some more spare parts, just in case we needed them. They were so kind and gracious to give us more spare parts. Now, here is the SD card reader. We're opening it up for the first time. Maybe, sort of. Yep, and those were right there. Aha! Yeah. It's childproof. That's why I can't get into it. See, it has... There it is, right there. There we go. Right here, see this? This is the USB with a micro SD card on the back side of it. Now, this micro SD card, you can take this out, plug it in wherever you got to get your STL files from after you've worked with them, got them the way you want, you download them to here, you take it out, you come over, you stick it into the side of your power supply, yeah, power station. But this also has all of your printing information goes through this. So if you're going to do this and you're going to print something, it's best to print from here than it is to take it from your computer. It takes, it stops, it goes, it stops and goes because it has to keep reading files and then going back, reading files and going back. That's not kosher. That stops the print. You start getting misprints that way. So it's got a little spot, and the USB for this one is a micro USB cord. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this micro SD card out. And it's supposed to fit in right like that. I'll take all this off the bed, or else if it starts to get heated up, it might try to burn it. Can't be happening.
That's why I stated you guys know where the fire extinguisher is.
We don't need no stinking fire extinguisher. Now we're testing the motor. Yeah, that's at plus 320. And that should be 0. Alright. Yeah, stop it because it keeps on wanting to move that bed all the way out, and it's all it's doing is running over the motor itself. Just not doing what it's supposed to. Try this again. Alright, so it doesn't want to work properly for me here. I'm not sure why. I'm going to adjust this all the way down until it hits the stopper. And this is pretty effortless. I mean, I'm not really pushing very hard at all. See, now it's hit a stopper there. This is hit a stopper here. And that has hit the stopper there. So it's on all 3 stoppers. So let's try this again.
So that's the way you have to do that.
What?
Huh?
Can't move.
Because Pudding has started walking.
Puddin'! Puddin'! Hi, Puddin'! Okay, so 0 has got to be all the way up here. Don't do it, you son of a bitch. going off right now. I'm just not figuring out why it's going in that direction and not stopping.
Are you sure the XYZ they were all plugged into the correct slot?
Yes, because this is what direction? Up and down. Why? Right?
Huh?
Why?
Yeah.
So,
Everything X would be this way. So B is way.
X is this motor right here. This motor here controls Y, going up and down. This motor here is X, which is controlling the belt for the extruder to go this way. And Z is the bed going back and forth. So right now, we're having an issue with Z not going where it needs to be. Now we're figuring out where it's going to put it at home. I guess the 0, mark maybe? Where it starts from? So is this what they consider 0? I don't think it is. And this is something that they don't send to you any kind of directions other than just, here's a parts list, and wherever that other paper down went. It's probably up here. And this one. Oh, there you go. Okay. Actually, it's upside down. See how that's messed up? They give you this open packing. Compare to picture. Take out, install parts from toolbox. Start installing. And connect the base with the XZ modules. That are these modules here on the sides that I installed. But if you look at the picture that they want you to follow, it's really not that clear. And they want you to start here and work your way all the way around. These are the only instructions you get.
There might be a file there.
Searchy's trying to figure out where we get information on setting the print bed for first printing. Right here. Okay. All right. So Searchy found itself a PDF. We're now going ahead and we're downloading it, printing it out, and then we'll go through it, try to get this situated. Go ahead with those. Thank you.
You're all set?
Yeah. The first 12 pages, and I have the rest.
This is Y. This is X. So the up and down is X. Y is back and forth. Leave it here. Why? All right, now let's see how this all works out. Okay, now it says we're going to check the tension of the build plate assembly. Hold the build plate carriage under the build plate and try to wiggle it left and right. Alright, now the bed doesn't wiggle anymore. Made that little fine tuning. Well, that's not too loose. I'm going to loosen that up a little bit now. Is that you printing stuff out there? Your own stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Adjust the tension and nozzle assembly on the x-axis of the carriage frame. Alright. No wiggle, no play. Okay, we gotta level the bed plate. Alright. Select control. And we go to temperature. Bed. We're going to make it 55 degrees. We're going to preheat the PLA. We're going to go to prepare, preheat. To get rid of any of the junk that's inside of your extruder, according to the paperwork here. And then select prepare auto home. There we go again. Select repair and then disable the steppers. And this is home. Yay! We're there. Now we're going to select prepare, disable steppers. It says here, the disabling the steppers will allow you to move by hand your X and Y for the build plate, or for the X and Y, so you can get your nozzle as close to the heat bed as it needs to be, which is 0.1 millimeters. It says the Z stepper is also disabled. You do not want to move it at all, so you should handle the printer gently during the leveling process. Keep it flat and move the nozzle assembly carefully. Wait for the print bed temperature to reach 55 degrees. The nozzle temperature to reach 195 degrees. The info screen displays this information below the nozzle and bed icon. Slide a piece of paper between the nozzle and build plate. Adjust each of the 4 thumb screws under the bed until the piece of paper slides with just a tiny bit of drag in all locations on the build plate. Alright, so we are going to use a piece of notebook paper. We already have tape on the bed. So the piece of notebook paper is going to work because it says if you don't have the tape on there, to fold the piece of paper in half. But we already have tape on there, so we're just going to leave it like this. But we're waiting for the bed to reach the temperatures which we need. 195 degrees for the nozzle, 55 degrees for the print bed. You need to sneak? You need to sneak? You're sneaky. She's sneaky, people.
Yes, I'll grab your Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Does the minion suit need anything to drink?
No? Get him a Coke. He needs a Coke. And by the way, peeps, we are doing a fundraiser charity for Operation Supply Drop. There is a link that goes up, and you can find it anywhere in the chat there and down below. You'll see the little CNG Cares. Click on that. That'll take you to the donation page, and you can donate however much you want. $20 or $15 gets you a mouse pad, $25 gets you a t-shirt, and $50 gets you the mouse pad and the t-shirt. And then there's a button for if you want to donate anything different than those two. And if you donate over the 50, you wanted to do more, then you'll have to let us know so that we can get things worked out. Thank you. Alright, now there we go. Temperatures are rising the way they should be. Nothing in there. You really want to get this going, don't you? Look, it worked. How do you think? I think everybody at home wants to see this thing work, right? If you're in chat, type yes if you want to see this thing start working. Holy cow, Minion. Did you hear him? Woo! I am not subliminally telling you to drink the elixir of life. I am not. Well, the nozzle's at 195. The print bed is right now at 47 degrees. Oh, God. Now, basically, we're, like it says, you want to wait for it to get to operating temperatures. These will be the temperatures in which most of your prints will be happening at. So, we're setting it up for that, so that when we make our adjustments, everything's going to be just right. Now, too bad I ain't got a little puppet. I can just sit here and pretend like I'm a puppet, putting this all together. Yeah, the puppet ain't got no voice. I need a puppet. Did you not see the puppet? Watch. You missed the puppet. Watch this thing. You see the puppet. Oh, that's pretty good. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, did you see? Those temperatures are right there. And they work. And they say that we're supposed to go ahead and start. Alright, I'll start. So, underneath here are little knobs. And we have to adjust these little knobs. Oh my gosh! We're going the wrong way. I think so.
That's when the third part, that's when the millennium, and right here, this is a little bit of graphic design. And the testament right now, in this simple, it's pretty much.
I'm bed leveling now.
Are you bed leveling now? Okay.
Yep.
Over 14 different colors and segments, 2 different colors, and 10 different projects up, and then we'll be developing our own photograph razor and our own 3D style. You know, that's technology behind it. But we can say, well,
And the next thing I'm going to print are the little adapters to put on here to help your bed leveling experience.
Starting at 6, things that we made and I'll sale and how we can help you make things appear. Definitely welcome to the announcement on our website and our Facebook pages. We give you design for CNG often different pages of some companies and different within you. There's a different website. Thanks.
I need, here, I can't see.
I see some calibrating the bed axis just in front of me.
Yep. I am adjusting the bed as best I can. They don't make it easy with guys like fingers like mine. Just scared the shit out of myself with the fan.
What did you do?
I touched the fan.
How did you get those touching?
No. Say again? That's not it. It just has so many wrinkles in it. Certain wrinkles with it. Got any more questions, answers, anything like that?
All the good times.
Yeah.
We run better now, right? If I think that.
Why do people have some?
I don't know. Throw it out there if you want it.
Oh.
All right. Now, I think we got this. What, baby?
Got to look about his hogs.
All right. Now. Huh? Oh, thank you for the new follow. Who was it? Who? I'm sorry, I can't see it. Justin? Thank you for the follow, Justin. I honestly can't see from here the screen, so I do apologize. Hi. I'm over here. Hi.
It's looking good.
Thank you very much.
Over here.
What?
I think this is over there.
Alright, do you need more of the document?
I haven't gotten there yet. Hold on. I got the leveling the build plate.
Okay, the rest of the document is on the other desk.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 12, 11, 12. Well, they're out of order. I'm trying to put them back in order. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 11, 12. Okay. Part 2. Page 13. All right, now it's time to put in the filament. Woo! Filament! And this is the sample that they gave us. It's white. So.
That means you do the about the Like you can hold it on to your phone and just set it up.
Can you do what?
Like the valve and
Hey, I'm not stopping the cameras right there. Only stopping him is air and fear.
Pointing dream the man in white tape.
Yeah,
But you can't see.
that's not my fault.
You can put it there if you want. Look at the icon. We do all the okay.
What's that?
Just in case, I just got my first ever 3D printer last week myself. Never had one before, never used one before, never seen one before. The CR10 is great. I'm not too far ahead of you, but I have mine together, and all I had to do was level the bed. I didn't keep any wheels underneath, what tightness or anything. Maybe I got lucky.
Yeah, I had to tighten the wheels underneath the bed itself because it did have a little too much play. And I mean, it was real simple. Just it was a few little turns, and it tightened right up. It was really beautiful. Right now, I got it heated up for leveling it. Like they said, you want to put it at a temperature that you will probably be using. And so that's what I did. And so I got the nozzle at 195, and I have the bed at 55 right now, just for the leveling process. And that's according to the guide that we found on the Facebook group for the CR10, which I believe is where you're at, where you just came from. Oh. All right.
It says, gotcha, mine didn't feel like it had any play, but I didn't exactly know what I was feeling for, too. I printed a very small robot, and then a cover, and a thing for keeping the bed table from getting messed up. Printing the tool holder for the CR10 on Thingiverse.
Yeah, we were going to do the string relief for the back here. That's like one of the first things we really want to do is the string relief. I'm going to start tightening up the cables and things like that here in a little bit as well. But I want to get the major portions of it done and then go and do all the fine little details afterwards.
And he said he came from the Facebook group, and that's what he just printed, the string relief.
Yeah.
He has to put it on tonight. I was also going to be putting on wire ties on still too.
Yeah, that's one of my other things I'll end up having to do as well. Now I would like to eventually print all the parts I need for another 3D printer. Now, I'll probably use ABS since it's a very hard plastic, and use that to build with. Still, I'd have to buy the screws, the stepper motors, the extruder, and all of that. But I would like to build one, just make it bigger, more wide, get a wider heat bed, things of the sort like that.
He says he hasn't jumped into anything else other than PECG or ABS yet. He hasn't come into anything else other than CNG or ABS yet. Only used the white PLA that came with it so far. So I do have some other colors from Amazon PLA now.
Yeah, we bought, what, 12?
It was a 12 pack.
A 12 pack of color, which, I mean, was a good deal. So we went ahead and got the 12 colors, plus we ended up getting another black and another white. Oh, look at that. I literally broke the scissors for cutting the PLA. I broke them. Imagine that shit.
He also said that that you say you want to build another printer. What caught my interest is building a CNC, either a empty CNC, or a printed CNC on or through CNC.
Yeah, see, our next, one of our bigger things that we want to do is we want to print a laser engraver for engraving the minor details or coins or different things for our channel here on Twitch. Now we have my channel, we have Searchy's channel, and then we have the channel that we have together. And the channel that we have together is the one that we're streaming to. That's the Searchy and Grim _gaming. This is where we do the talk show from as well, with a friend of mine, Murdering Spree.
Yep, he's on our alright, so he said when you broke your little things, oh wow, I think they were pretty good myself. I was getting ready to type that they had good tools that came with it. And they said he's on the searching group gaming channel. He said, guess not. You need another one of your tools, though, for wire cutting, or are you good?
No, just use the secret.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to get it to feed through, but having an issue with it. Ah, there it is.
On his, he pushed it through until it stopped. Just got to squeeze the yellow handle together.
Yeah, I got it squeezed. It just. Alright, I guess I'm at the nozzle.
He says his shoots out some black filament that they tested with it at first, which I had read others had the same thing happen. I don't know. your best test them. I know other places with tiny machines test them. Because of the weather, they don't know if their best test them.
Yeah, I don't know if they did either. Did you buy yours from GearBest?
Oh, you did?
You got yours from GearBest, okay. Alright, it looks like I'm ready to test it.
So this is Missouri. We're in Florida. Any flowers you see out here then?
Yeah, we're in Florida.
So you don't listen.
I don't read Japanese. Okay, it's heating up. We're doing our first test print. Cross my fingers.
We should get rain today so that people can do fireworks too. But today's the day they're supposed to.
Yeah. But they're not.
Not yet.
What are you planning on using? Gura or what's this stuff?
You know, honestly, I don't know yet. We'll see. It moved! It's alive!
Ow.
Ew! It got white gooey stuff coming out.
Good. That's what's supposed to happen.
Oh, it's got black gooey stuff coming out now.
That's what he said. He said yay. We have Pura, and we're going to be looking at a couple other things to see what's best for us, which one works the best.
It looks like it's putting it down pretty good. And now it's doing the infill of whatever file it was that they had for the G code.
No, he's never used a 3D printer before.
Never. This is my first time ever.
He says he found out a painful lesson.
What? Don't touch it?
That's all he said. He found out a painful lesson. He hasn't gone with anything else.
You did. You touched it. Don't touch the hot stuff. I actually have very little feeling in my hands, and so for me, I don't feel as much pain as everybody else does. So if I burn myself, I probably won't know it.
He says, I found on some things I have to flip some models over or they don't print correctly.
Ah, gotcha.
Like that cover for the cable protector on the back.
Yeah.
I couldn't print it without flipping it over. He says, nah, I didn't touch it.
Yeah, but I want to touch it. Now, I am going to be setting this up so that the 3D printer does print. Here, what's that? Come around there. Don't jerk on it like that.
it looks good there. He's in the process of maybe getting his Occupy. Got to figure that part out.
Gotcha. Okay.
He ordered the SD card extender.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It doesn't read my card.
Really?
So maybe the Occupy would be better.
We just put it right into the side. I just put the card right into the side of this thing and print the G code straight off of it, and it worked just fine.
I'm looking at getting a cam for it. I have an IP cam and then try and get it to work. He said he hears that the SD readers break sometimes.
Oh, I gotcha.
I read that too, so.
Well, you know, one of the things is you have the ability to use the micro USB cord and when you use the micro USB cord, it gives you that ability to add the USB end on it, so that all you have to do is just plug this USB that they give you with the SD card adapter. They'll give you all of that. So you should be able to use those. I honestly don't know what it's printing, so you're going to be just as surprised as we are.
Because interesting for that mini SUV, the micro SUV, gotta figure that out a way to make that happen.
You take the micro SD, or excuse me, the micro USB, and on the other end of it, all you need is just a USB adapter, and then that you can plug this USB into, because it already has the micro SD on it.
You know the female adapter? That's the question.
I mean,
They said gotcha.
yeah, I mean, it's the way that the one end's gonna be a female, this is the male, so you're gonna want the female end on the other end of that thing just to plug this in. And it doesn't have to be that big, but I think they normally come 3 foot and 6 foot.
And you have no clue what you told us to print, right?
What?
You have no clue what you told us to print.
It just said G code, and I couldn't understand the rest of it. So I just hit print. We actually did not take this and put it into the computer. We just printed straight from the G code off of that card. What?
Just look at that card and see if you can figure out what it is.
It's circles.
It's in the main printing the cat, though. I read that the cat G code messed up at the head. Like right at the neck, and then messed up around the cat.
It's 2 circles side by side. So I don't know if that's the cat or not.
I would think the cat would only be one.
Yeah, I would think that the cat is 1 circle. This is 2 circles here.
Yeah, you see it looks up. That's absolutely right.
And I reactivated that camera.
Making a smaller circle.
There we go. We got a side view going. How does that look for you there, Justin?
Looks good.
Cool beans.
It's made a smaller circle.
Yeah, it's made a smaller circle on the inside.
So, no clue what it could be.
All I gotta tell you is I'm fascinated. It is awesome.
It's curious on what it's bringing.
Me too. All I know is if it's an 80-hour print, I don't have enough filament for that.
Do you know if you're going to stay with the slab tape on top of your surface or get something else? Even below say you want to hold your finger.
Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing is I want to go with the tile. I read it, but the only problem I see with the tile is the heat dissipation is way too quick. I mean, it could crack it if it's too fast, but that's the only thing I can think of when it comes to ceramic tiles. Because ceramic tiles do hold that heat really, really well. I see that if the porous ones, when it starts printing, it's going to get into the pores and it's going to make it hard to remove. Oh, I see. No, you're saying mirror tiles. I see what you're saying. Yeah, the mirrors I heard were really, really nice when you flip it on that really nice side right there. Yeah, for printing ABS, because it needs that extra bit of heat for printing it. But right now, as you can see, it's just printing its little thing, circles inside of circles, and the only thing I did was I just made the adjustment on the bed rail for the wheels. Very little movement there. I had to switch the cables around because at first I didn't have the instructions that we found on the group that Circuit found. So we're just going to see, like I said, I just switched them out and then everything worked the way it was supposed to. So we'll see what happens now. I would say just check it after you finish the long print. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle, and you'll notice the difference. You know, I didn't even watch the video. I didn't even watch the video. I said at the beginning of this, I don't need no instructions. When you got the plate, when you're pulling the plate back and forth on the that's the Y, isn't it? They call that the Y, right? Yeah, so that's the Y axis. The bed going back and forth. If you take that bed and I held it right in the middle and I wiggled it back and forth like this, it actually moved back and forth. it running back, as far as forward and backwards on the belt, it was really nice and tight, and it was just really simple movement. You didn't have to adjust the belt, but just side to side, it has that little bit of movement. Okay. Now I got only a few minutes into the print, and it looks like it's printing really, really well. Watching it through the infill and everything, it looks really, really nice and clean. It looks really clean. Now, some of the things that I'll be doing with this is company logos. We do graphic design with CNG Technological Solutions. That's the company that Turkey owns. And we'll be doing logos for companies. We got one company that wants us to print a couple of tree frogs for their company, Big Frog Printing, custom shirts and more. And they've got stores all over the United States. And so we're gonna print out a couple of frogs for them, send them over to them. If they like them, they approve them and stuff like that, and we'll hash it out and see what happens. I think eventually this will be one of those things where artwork will take on a new meaning when it comes to creating these 3D printing projects. And I turn my backdrop off so you guys can see the print a little better. This is a big job. So Justin, is there any kind of questions that you want answered that maybe I can help you with? Or is there any tips and tricks that you've seen so far on the Facebook group that you can just throw up in the chat there? So we figured out what it is yet?
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
Still circles.
Just drawing circles. Okay, cool. Yeah, but when it comes to, oh yeah, how was it for you? Okay. All right, cool, cool. We are going to do some of the lithophane, lithograph, no, lithophane. But anyway, we're going to be doing pictures and stuff like that for people.
I know.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really want to do those. In fact, on Thingiverse, I found that they have one that is a tribute to Kiss, and it comes in, it goes all the way around, and it looks really, really cool.
$10 Kiss.
No, I haven't seen anything on the velocity print yet. I'll have to give you permission before you actually put the link in, so let me know when you're ready, and then I'll put it in there. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Boys and their toys. As you can see, it's getting a little bit smaller as it's going up. So it's got a nice little base that it has done. I think it's doing 2 of one item.
And then
You get like at this high level.
Yeah.
It's like it's a free game.
What's
Not
that?
tear out small bits. I can turn it
Yeah, probably my connection off, but they look so much identical at the bottom.
Except that one of them is a hollow.
one column.
Yeah.
It's getting hollow.
No, one is pure, the other has like a hole in the middle.
They might enter still.
It's still like you're supposed to be doing it to one thing and now it's moving
No,
to the
I
other.
wasn't doing it today.
Listen, guys. Let it do its thing. Don't speculate. Because when you're wrong, you're wrong. And then you start feeling bad when you're wrong.
Write down your ideas and what you think it is, and then you can check it off at the end. Say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. How's that?
See, my interest, if you can't tell, is gaming and graphics. Sergi and I met a few years ago. Got married last year, and last year, just before we got married, we started CNG Technological Solutions. But before that, we had CNG Gaming because she likes to game and I like to game. And I actually have been doing Twitch for over 4 years now, and on my main channel, I got over close to 1,100 followers now. And Sergi's got how many? About 30, and she hasn't been doing it that long. In my first year, I was lucky to have 10. Oh, okay, cool.
Is it like, since you said it was like in Japanese or something?
How are you watching it?
Oh, you said it was in Japanese.
No.
That one. Okay. It'll be.
Okay, I'm going to check that one out. That's the velocity painting on a droplet base. Okay. I'll have to give that one a check out. Look for that one. Oh, that's the thing one. That's the tool holder. Yeah, that would be probably useful. Now, I took a desk and I chopped the top right down the middle. Put the two pieces together at the bottom. Screwed them together, screwed pieces down, and then I took the piece I took out of the middle, put it on top of that, and then screwed that down into place. That cable ain't going anywhere. The edge of that cable is this thick, or the top. So I got this, and then right underneath it another one. I got to try to string across the top of it. Yeah. Well, with anything that has a large base to it, you want to print that large base first, from what I understand. But oh, I see what you were talking about with the center having a hole in it. I see that center piece. Well, might be it might fit one into the other, probably. It'll print the piece that actually fits right into it. I mean, it looks like it's printing really, really well. Oh, it's got a timer right there telling you how long it takes. Yeah. Or oh, that's how long it's been? You've been watching that?
Yeah,
Okay. It's been doing it for 26 minutes.
Okay.
And it's giving you your X, Y's, and your Z's on here as well as it's going through and printing them. Oh, you.
Okay, man. Now he's in the air.
Mostly it says how long it's been, but gives you an estimate. So the temperatures actually too. And looks like you should.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole bed just started moving back all of a sudden, and then forward, and then back again. And then when it started printing in the air over here in the front, trying to go back to printing this part right here. It does print, so it probably is a bad G code. Now I'm going to take out this nifty little eye gouger outer. as you can see, this is what it was printing. And then when it started reprinting it, started reprinting all the way out here, trying to and offset it. So we'll have to look and see what that was, why it did that. Alright, so let's go to Control, Main, Repair, Cooldown. Now we're going to go to the cooldown phase. Let it all cool down. But it printed, so that was a good thing. Now I'm going to try and take a look at all the different little tidbits of information that I missed. Because I decided not to look at this first. But anyway. That's no worries, no worries. It started printing, it reset itself, and it started trying to print over again, but it started trying to do it out in mid-air, like half on and half off of what it already started printing. No. In fact, that camera is the camera that's picking up all the audio. It's the camera that's over there on it right now. So what you're hearing me talking is that camera over there. I mean, you barely even heard it. I gotcha. Yeah, I use a scraper. I mean, I just unwrapped it, just used it to pop it off. Right now, I'm trying to. See, here's the cat seat phone. Alright, so what I'm going to do now
One other thing I know I need to address is
yeah.
come right off the side and just about to run this print.
Alright, so I'm setting it up to print the cat now to see how well that works. I know that it has issues with it, but I want to see, how that's going to work with this now. What's the matter?
Thank you for the game. I'm going to do entire work in. I'll be back. I follow the stream.
Alright, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Justin. Yeah, it's just oozing out, just barely coming out. Alright, we're going to try this cat one again. Let's see if this works. Ah. Wasn't sticking to the bed. We got it heating up to 60 degrees right now. I'm going to wait for it to finish up getting hot, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, it's lifting it right off. Alright, so tape sense is not going to work too good. So, we are just going to have to try to mess with the G code a little bit. So that STL file to make that work right. It just doesn't like the way it's printing. I think the bed's too cold, and so it's not sticking. And because it ain't sticking, while it's trying to lay it down, it's just peeling right off of that. So we'll just have to figure that out. Because the file itself in the G code states that it wants it at 50 degrees, which is just not going to happen. It has to be a higher temperature than that. Alright, peeps, I am going to go ahead and call this a completed project. A couple of little printing issues here and there, but not that big a deal. We will, once we get it all figured out, once we got a print started that's going to work, we will be setting up this channel to run our 3D prints as well as our all shows. So just keep a lookout for us. I do appreciate the new follow from Justin. If you guys are coming over from the CR10 Facebook page, thank you very much for coming. And this will be our official start date of printing and an official first real print. And we'll go on from there, I guess. Which is no big deal. What are we going to do? We're just going to load it up. That's all we can do. Well, thank you very much, people, for coming out. And like I always say, let's all get along. Peace.